This is probably one of those times where people really need to stay off the internet as much as possible. Okay, it was exciting to see this really good matchup between the Bills and the Bengals. Two teams that are playing really well this year, and as the game goes on and now is suspended, the game is suspended as of right now. It looks like Damar Hamlin ended up just losing consciousness and just couldn't breathe on his own. He tried to make a tackle on T. Higgins. T. Higgins kind of hit him in the chest. He fell to the ground. He got back up. Damar Hamlin just passed out on the ground yet again and couldn't breathe. They had to do CPR on him for 10 minutes. Now he went into an ambulance, was brought to the hospital, and he's in critical condition, so there's no updated news on it, and haven't heard a damn thing. This game, as of right now, is still suspended. There are players that are just so emotional right now, like there's no way they can continue this game. I mean, this is life or death. Sort of take it from the Eagles game the other day with Josh Sweat. Really scares you. And you really don't give a crap about anything else. I don't care. When things happen like this, I can care less about anything. If this was our game yesterday and this was one of our players or a team that we played one of their players, I wouldn't give a shit about the game. I wouldn't give a shit about what's going on with the game, what's at stake. Don't care. This is life or death. These things happen, and it's unfortunate. Like, this is the stupid shit that happens. The Buffalo Bills, both teams, Bills were so emotional. The players are so emotional. It's just they can't continue to play this game. How can you continue a game like this when there's a life and death situation? And I think the NFL would just get more disrespect if they just continued the game and said, okay, well, let's continue this game. That's why there's certain people that need to stay off the damn internet. And first, it's Skip Bayless, man. Like, he just doesn't shut his mouth. Probably sitting in his, $10 million house on his couch and just tweeting this stupid bullshit about the magnitude of this game and you can't stop this game. But between the records this late in the season, you can't do that. This is a matchup. You just can't do this. And he says, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. Like, really now? I mean, I've hated this guy. I mean, I think he was entertaining when he was on First Take with Stephen A. Smith, but now it's just like this guy says the most dumb shit, and then on top of everything else, then he backtracks a little bit and is like, "Oh, I care about this young man's self. I'm sorry, people misunderstood me for the tweet." You have guys like Eric Shun. You have guys like Eric Shun that tweeted out, before he tweeted his thing. Eric Shun was like, there's money on this game and the game needs to continue. And it's like, dude, like, what is with these assholes? Like, they need to get off the internet. And like, someone could have died. We don't even know the condition of this player. We don't know the condition of Damar Hamlin. It's not even that, but some players aren't even at the stadium anymore. Some players are not even there. They're actually at the hospital. Literally, Cincinnati Bengals fans have left to go to the hospital when it's not even their own player from their own team. That's how much respect, that's how much more importance there is to this than just a fucking stupid football game. You know what I mean? So, I kind of been checking to see if, like, they actually continued the game, but I don't think they have. Depending on when you're watching this, it's been a long time. So obviously this game would have been almost over by now. It's almost midnight, so it should have been over by now. And they should just reschedule this game for another day. They're gonna have to reschedule it for another day, and then reschedule both teams their last games for another day. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but who cares? It's not the importance of what's going on, man. Like, this is life or death, dude. Like, this sucks. And if this, like I said, if this was a player from anybody's team, your team, my team, whatever the case may be, you wouldn't give a shit about how important this game is. Who fucking cares? This is sports. That's all it is. It's sports. It doesn't... Yeah, it's great to have sports around, but when things happen like this, when a tragedy is happening, it depletes everything else. It just doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? And it's hard to see shit like that. When Josh Sweat went down, I thought it was really bad, and it was more, and he went to the hospital, and it was more serious, and I didn't know what to expect, and I get emotional. I get emotional as soon as I see a player get hurt, not even just from our team, but another team like this. And since it's more serious, I mean, these Buffalo Bills players, and they couldn't even. They were all crying. They were so emotional to the point where they tried going to the locker room. They tried to kind of get their heads together, and they just couldn't. And some players have already left. They went to the hospital. So who gives a fuck about this game? Who cares? Just reschedule the game. It's like that's not what's important right now. You know what I mean? Like what's important is this young player is in, this guy's in the hospital right now, and this is life or death, man. We don't even know what's going on, and yet it just sucks. This is why sports sucks, because of these moments. Like sports sucks because of injuries. Okay, as much as injuries can be bad, whether it's light injuries or whatnot, injuries are still bad. But life-threatening injury, I mean. When a guy needs CPR on the field for 10 minutes because he can't breathe on his own, it's really bad. It's not good. But then these fucking idiots, this guy, Skip Bayless, that just can't shut his mouth, like always got to have his input. I hope he loses his fan base. I hope he gets fired. I hope he gets kicked off. I hope he never comes back again. I really don't. He doesn't deserve to be in this business. He doesn't, because he has said shit over the years that have not been good with people, okay? And when he puts the game over a player being hurt, and then backtracks a tweet. And let me guess, probably gonna, obviously if Skip Bayless is not on that First Take show, it's gonna lose viewership because it's not funny. It's not entertaining enough when Skip Bayless is not there with his, his jokes and his stupid shit that he says. So it's really disgusting, man, how people act. It's really disgusting. I would never, ever be like, oh, continue the game. This is more important. Like really? Like, this is the magnitude of this game. Oh, my God. Like, how can they do this? The crucial of the regular season outcome. This seems so irrelevant. Like, how do you tweet that out as a man and sit there? It's just ridiculous. And he got backfired for it from everybody. He's disgusting. He's gross. Oh, man. Man. There's going to be no excuse for him. Going to be no excuse for him from the whole world. You know what I mean? The one fucking asshole that's got to say something is this guy that he's just a sports analysis. If you even call him that anymore. It's more politics than anything now. That's why I don't even watch these shows anymore. I don't watch First Take. I don't watch. Back in the day I did. Now I really don't, because I don't really care, because these sports analysis shows now are more, it's more political, and it's more no one tells the truth half the time. It's like the newspaper but on a sports show. Literally. It's just you're listening to bullshit all the time, but I won't get into all that. But definitely horrible, just horrible. Prayers up for Damar Hamlin, and really hope he's all right, because this is really gonna suck if the guy can't play anymore, or I don't know. I just hope not. So Skip Bayless is God. I got on Twitter. I was watching the game, and then I was like, oh, got on Twitter and like, what's going on? Then seeing what the guy put up, and I was like, wow, that's just so low. It's just so low just towards sports, like just low. How this guy is going to have a job tomorrow, wow, going to be a lot of disrespect towards that. So that's all I got to say, guys. Nothing much, but it was horrible. It was really bad just to hear this and obviously see it, see the injury, watching the game, seeing the injury, and damn, I hope he gets out of this. I really do, because it's really going to suck if he doesn't. But can't think like that, man. It's got to be positive. So it just sucks. This is why sports sucks, for this reason, because this shit like this can happen. Whether it's your team, not your team, doesn't matter. Shit sucks. But all right, guys. See you guys later.